Hi everyone. This is an introduction to the prioritization functionality in the PCS task controller. The purpose of prioritization is to allow a PCS administrator to assign different proportions of queue resources to different users. A priority is defined as an integer between 0 and 10, which represents the number of tasks which are launched for a particular user in every round of round-robin task scheduling. So let's consider an example where we have a set of users having priorities. Call them U1, U2, and U3. Suppose that U1 has a priority value of 2, U2 has a priority value of 3, and U3 has a priority value of 7. What this means is that in every round of task scheduling, U1 will have 2 tasks launched, U2 will have 3, U3 will have 7, and thus U3 will use a greater proportion of resources than the other two. Now I'd like to show a demonstration of the prioritization functionality in the live PCS system. And to do so, I will launch tasks for 3 users in the system: M. Valenti, A. Bomaga, and T. Ferret. This window shows the contents of the task running queue, and note that each user has a priority value of 5, meaning that their priorities are equal, and thus we should see in the queue that they all have roughly an equal proportion of tasks. Now let's demonstrate the contents of the queue when one user has a much higher priority than the others. We'll give T. Ferret a priority of 10, A. Bomaga and M. Valenti priorities of 1, and launch another round of tasks for the users. What we will see is that as the running queue fills, now that the priorities are changed, T. Ferret should have a much larger proportion of the queue, which we see happening here. Thanks for watching the demonstration.